Oh, what is going on? Beautiful, beautiful humans. I want to bring you guys on an inside look right now. We're looking at villas, and I want to kind of take you through this villa that we're looking at and also share with you how to find a villa in Bali at a really good price. So I guess I'll show you kind of the one that we're looking at right now. And a common question that I get is, Luke, what does it cost for a villa? Like, what are the prices of them? How do we go about finding it? And a few months ago, just showing you guys a little bit of this one. We're on the upstairs part. I'll give you the whole tour, don't worry. And before, the easy way to find villas, I told you, join a lot of the groups before you come to Bali. Join the Facebook, Canggu community groups, Ubud Housing, Ahmed Housing, depending on where you want to go, there's a Facebook group for it. But kind of all that has kind of changed right now. We found it much more harder, more difficult, challenging to find villas. This is actually a really nice one. We actually might take this one. It's a good chance. Wait till you see the whole view of this and you'll be like, whoa. This is a very classic villa that you'll find in Bali. One thing we look for is privacy and security. Want to make sure that it's secure. A lot of the villas you find, you'll be like, wait, someone could just walk right through this door here. So always look for that. But one thing you want to do is look in the Facebook marketplace. That's something new. Never had to really do that before. It was usually very easy to find a place. Now, when you go to Facebook marketplace, type in the location where you want to stay and make the radius maybe 2 or 3 kilometers around that area. That's been the first one. Because in the groups, the housing has been saturated. As we've been here in Bali throughout 2020, there was a lot of listings. Everything was really cheap. What we're finding now in the Canggu area, at least, is, now kind of show you around as I talk to you, is you want to say hi to the people of you?
Hello, the people.
What we found is, as we've kind of looked at the places we used to look before, all those places that had really good deals, this is the downstairs of this one, all the places that had really good deals, they're not really listed anymore. We found a lot more higher price ones that we didn't see in 2020, and the villas that were cheaper aren't really listed anymore. So you want to go to the Facebook marketplace is number one. Number two is Airbnb. I don't know if this one is on Airbnb, but this is, as you can see, I know you guys want to know the price. I'll give you all the info, don't worry. This one, by the way, because I know so many people will ask me the price, is around 45 million. That's the listing price. So I'd say that's probably like close to maybe 3,000 US dollars. Depends on what your conversion is, but it's 45 million rupiah. This is actually a pretty nice place. Give you some inside scoop. Hold on. Maybe this opens. Oh, it's a heavy door. This is kind of inside here. Some things you want to look for when you guys are getting a villa here is you definitely want to, if you're from another place, you're going to definitely want to make sure that there's AC. This is one thing that's super, super important. Make sure there's AC in the place that you're looking for because it can get really hot here, especially when it's not rainy season. We really like this. One thing we really need that you need to look for, this place is really nice, but a lot of the places you want to like look in the closet areas. This one's actually, like I said, this is super nice. There's actually 2 showers in this room. This is one shower. And then the other showers out here. You'll see a lot of places in Bali have like outdoor showers. It's kind of like a normal thing to have outdoor showers. And this has like a really cool like bath kind of walk-in area. You want to make sure there's no mold. Like, it might sound crazy, but when you're coming here to Bali, some of these places that are older, if they're not taken care of, because one thing I always tell you guys is don't just book a villa. Some of you are coming here, don't book a villa for 6 months without seeing it first. Because a lot of the pictures we've realized as we looked, and we've moved probably to 8 or 9 villas, in the past year and a half, just because we like it, is that a lot of the pictures aren't what they're like in real life. Because what's happened is during 2020, a lot of places kind of closed down for 2 or 3 months, but they kept the same pictures up. So this is nothing bad against other people. A lot of people are doing a great job. This one is super clean. As I say, you don't even know that there's glass here. There's glass there, but one thing you want to make sure of is that that you can see it first. So the number one thing that I always recommend to people is that when you're out, I'm gonna show you the entrance to this place is really cool, is that when you're booking the place, when you come to Bali, before you book your villa, come to Bali, book like a hotel for like 4 or 5 days. I mean, you can probably, because what you want to do is you're going to want to go and see these villas first. Oh, here's another bedroom here. Sorry, my big finger's in the way. Here's another one. You can see the classic, got the outdoor shower. The one thing I recommend, and if you guys want more information, you can book a call with me below, but you want to make sure that you see the villa first. So when you come to Bali, book 5 days like in a hotel, 4 days in a hotel, and during that time period, use that time to go around and look at the villas, see them for yourself. So we've done it a lot of different ways. We use the Facebook Marketplace as number one. The second way that we've done it is we have looked on Airbnb. We'll look on Airbnb for the place that we want to go to. Hope you guys can still hear me. Look for the place you want to go to, and look at the entrance to this place, how cool that is. You want to look on Airbnb, look at the reviews of it, and then ask if you can see the place. Or sometimes the places are listed. Here in Bali, all the villas have names. So people always ask you like, where are you staying at? And if you know the name of the villa, most of the time everyone knows the name of the villa. So it's easy. So a lot of these places, if you guys saw our place in Lovina, the Creation Station by Singaraja, that place we had, we just found it on Airbnb and we showed up to the place and we just said, hey, what is it? What's the price of this? Can we get a good deal on it? And we called the owner and we sealed that deal within a day. Within 1 day, that place in Lovina, we moved in the very next day. So that's how quick it can happen and how easy it can be to find a villa. Wow, this place is not bad. This is actually the first time I'm seeing over here as well. And this is like for the staff, so the staff stays here. A lot of the places, and by the way, a lot of people always asking about the places when you're booking a villa, like housekeeping, all that. It's normal when you book a place, it comes with housekeeping. Usually at least 5 days a week, minimum 3 days a week. You have a daily housekeeper, daily cleaner, they'll wash, they clean. Some of them cook. You can ask them what that is. If not, you could probably pay a little bit extra to them to cook a few meals for you. And you kind of want to make sure that when you also find the villa, that it's cool in the chill areas. So here's like where we're going to be chilling. You want to make sure it's kind of cool in the day, especially for someone like me. And I'll show you this. The last room I'll show you guys, giving you guys some valuable information here. Oh, that door's heavy. And another thing that was really important when we were looking at villas was the quietness of the streets. So what happens is if you book the villa without looking ahead of time and seeing what it's like, is you might show up at the villa, it looks perfect, you show up, but it might be next to a busy street where it's super loud. So this is another reason why you want to go and see the villa first. Even if you pay a little bit for them to hold it for you, go and see the villa first. From us, like I say, we've probably lived in about nine villas and probably 6 or 7 homestays in between finding the villas. We've always taken the time, even if it's just to go to area we want to live in, take a hotel for 4 days and go and see the villa before securing the deal. Because a lot of them, it's not what you think. This one is above and beyond what I expected. It's not as modern as we like it, but you can see as far as Bali's concerned, this is a 2 showers in one room, which is that's pretty cool. Shower here. One thing we like to look at is also the security, if there's a security there. Like some of the places, for example, in one of the nicer places that we stayed at, we had, first of all, full-time staff. They cooked, went shopping, cleaned, which is pretty normal if you're in a kind of higher standard villa. And also we had a 18 hours he was working security. And if we weren't there, he was still there to monitor the property. There hasn't been a lot of break-ins that I've heard of, but one thing you want to make sure is that when you leave the villas, for example, everything's kind of open. So maybe you're used to just leaving your stuff like you could leave your computer and all that stuff sitting out there on the table or something. But when you leave, you want to have a place that you know is going to be secure, so you can put it in a room and lock it. Simple information, but you can forget about it because it's so beautiful. You just kind of get lost in just like, oh my gosh, this is what it's like. And those would be the main ways that I'd say to find a villa. Number one, the Facebook group, Facebook Marketplace. Go to Facebook Marketplace, look there. You'll find a lot of villas that are listed. And then what you guys want to do is you want to negotiate. I don't think I would ever take a villa that gave me the price that they said it was. If they don't give us a deal, we don't take it. That's just my way of doing things. I love negotiating with people. But basically, whatever the price is you see, if it's 10 million, you should be able to get it for about 8.5. If it's 20 million rupiah, you should be able to get it for about 17, 18. If it's 30 mil, you could probably get it for about 26. And then as you go up, you can negotiate more further down. So one thing that I always do is I say, if, for example, this one, I believe this one's 45, I would go to them like, hey, we'll give you 35 for this one right now. And then from there, the negotiation starts. So they can be like, no, we can't do that. Then you go up. And you always want to go up in smaller increments. So we'll go up, okay, 38. So we went up 4, we went up 3,000, 3 million. Then next time you take the next one, no 38, okay, 42. You go up in smaller increments. And I feel that really works because what I've noticed here in Bali is that they don't really, it's not really the whole business mindset. For example, if you were to tell someone, hey, we want to take this villa, how much is it for one night? And they say, hey, it's 1 million rupiah per one night. And if you say, well, how much is 30 nights? They'll be like, it's 30 million. They don't really have the deal like, oh, we'll give you a discount for that. So you have to take that in consideration when you're booking the place. And the one thing that's really worked for us, and of course, it's worked for us. I'm not saying you're supposed to do this, but when I've talked to people in Airbnb, I've got them off of the platform of Airbnb to talk to them about what is actually going on. Because places were booked, but a lot of people were canceling. So we've booked villas, and in these villas, they said you have to be gone in 2 weeks because people are coming. But then we talked to them off the platform, and they're like, oh, actually, we're not sure, they might cancel. So it's a great time to get good deals. This is the place that we're actually looking at right now. But I want to give you guys just a little bit of value because I know people are looking for villas here. And that'd be one of the main things I say. And we can ask the myth and legend because she looks up a lot of the villas. Anyway, I'm making a video about finding villas now. Is there something you'd like to say to people, like one little tip that you've learned since you've been looking at so many different villas? What would be the advice you would give to people right now?
Right now, the biggest thing would be...
Okay, we got cut out, but we're back. Okay.
The biggest thing would be don't settle. Trust your intuition. There's a lot of options, and it's easy when you first start looking to kind of get overwhelmed and feel like, oh my gosh, I need to lock something in right away. But the more you look, the more you're going to start to get the feeling and the sensation in your body of like, oh, I really like this place. And the one always speaks to you. And there's so many options here, and each one is so different. So you get to pick the one that's perfect for you and what you want, because everybody wants something totally unique to them. So keep looking until you find like that one. Yeah.
Thank you for your words of wisdom. Yeah, and I think that's something that is super important. And as you look for more, you might feel like, oh man, it's been difficult. We've been looking for weeks. We haven't found it. Everyone that you look at gives you more information of what you want and what you definitely don't want. The second you go to one that smells clean, you won't settle for one that's dirty. And it kind of just goes on like that over and over again. So you need to understand that. Take your time, find it, Facebook Marketplace, and then ask around. If you're here in Canggu, if you're here in Bali, when you're going out, ask people. Like most of the people who are here, we've all went through the process of trying to find a place, and everyone has their own hack to do it. This is just mine. This is the one me and Dana have been using for the last over a year, finding places. And when you find the right one, it's just a great feeling and a relief, and you'll be glad you waited. So on that note, from here, in a villa that we potentially might take, we're close. We have a few more we're looking at today, but enjoy the process of finding one. Look for one with AC, make sure the streets are quiet, make sure it's secure, go and see it to make sure it's kept up, and it's worth paying for 4 days in a hotel to go look at villas than just to try to book it so you have one and you get there and it's not what you expected. So thank you for watching. Hope this helped you out. If you have any other questions, leave a comment, send me an email, book a call, whatever you feel like. And on that note, from here and maybe a future creation station, well, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you all later. And in the meantime, everyone, enjoy your day, and remember to work hard, be brave, and don't forget to smile. Ciao.